Why, hello there. Alright. I kind of want to check out Amnesiac. Which will definitely be a tricky one, but I kind of want to mess around with it. Wake up to
Hello
forgetting
there.
everything. What's going on, my dude? Everything. Spells, upgrades, skills, they go away after you complete a level. You cannot get them again. Spell points are refunded. So you have to, like, rebuild your run every floor. That means 21 different versions of your wizard need to happen. Glyph wizard. Or Gilf wizard. Oh, you get what kind of costume you getting? That still works. I feel like the interesting notion here is if you have, like, relatively late game builds you enjoy, for the last X floors, you could just, like, spec right into that. Equipment-wise, I think the play is look for things that are kind of generic. Like a sorcery wand is going to work pretty often. Memory wand. There's some good choices. Furry clown, but that would have been my second guess. I assume the G stands for Gandalf. A tunic with a pair of banded pants. Nice. Going to a Ren fair. So let's check out Amnesiac. So whatever spell we take as our floor 1 spell, that's it. We won't be using it again. So I feel like something like Wolf, you want to save Wolf. Because we can do like a floor of relatively high spec Wolfer, if we're careful. So you gotta think about like, how many spell points are we gonna need for a wolf later on? We're gonna need at least 5. Aw, you gotta remember, Zabatsu, whatever we start with, that's it. Like, we get 1 floor of it. So I feel like starting with Poison Sting is a nice one to open up with, because I don't have, like, a great love for Poison Sting. It's a fine spell. But, like, I have a lot of late-game fun with Magic Missile. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, Poison Sting is a good get it out of the way. Same thing with Life Drain. Like, we'll probably use Life Drain for floor 2. And now, we can never again take it. It's gone. It's gone forever. So the question is, what's floor 2 gonna be? I wonder. God, you see, like, I love experimenting so much that runs sometimes become a little non-viable later on based on how I choose to experiment. So the wording of the whole run is spells, upgrades, and skills are removed and are no longer available after the level. So if I take a freebie, I assume that means I lose access to it forever. Yeah, it means, like, we can build whatever run we want on whatever floor we want based on the amount of spell points we're gonna have. Like, I look forward to, like, floors 11 and on, because we could just, like, jump to fan-favorite builds. But the so many early floors might be a little challenging, and we are gonna lock ourselves out of some builds. So I need to think about things. I assume it's not even worth experimenting with this, because if I take one of these spells and we lose it, we're not going to get, like, the spell points for that spell back, but the spell itself will be gone forever. So I don't think I want to, like, waste Invoke Savagery, Boiling Blood, or Pyrostatic Pulse. Gosha I'd be happy to experiment with, but I feel like it's probably in our best interest to just, you know, get a Ruby Heart. Look for wands. A Nature Staff, Rope of Ice, Ruby Heart. Yeah, I don't think we want spells. That seems like a bad direction to go. But 2 mana potions and a ruby heart, that is nice. Jar of ectoplasm. Being like ready for summoning builds is also not a bad idea. Like getting some jars. But I think right now, a heart is the way to go. Where's the second spawner? All right, we got 1 and 2. Probably start over here and work our way toward the second spawner. All right. I'm going to start here, but we need to figure out what we're going to be doing. Yeah. Like, there's a good chunk of gear that, like, if we take a lightning wand, that's only going to work for so many floors of us doing lightning-specific things. So, like, a sorcery wand. We want, like, fairly generic wands, I think. Sorcery wand, memory wand, blade staff, like... even multicolor rage rods, like anything that's just flat damage or flat benefits to large schools is good. Pets should be fine. You know, it's only going to refund our spell points and take away spells, upgrades, and skills. So pets are not a bad grab. For our floor 2, I think I want to save Fireball because like we could do a Rain of Fire floor, and Rain of Fire is pretty strong. And having Fireball so we can upgrade it would be good. I feel like pets aren't a strong investment. Hey, you could win the game with just pets. We have done the Menagerist. Enough pets. They could do a lot of work, especially later floor pets. Early floor pickups, the pets are kind of weak. Later floor pets are strong. Like 1 immortal bone shambler, you just need that guy. But overall, I do agree. It is luck-based whether or not you find the good ones, and you don't want to just, like, try and rely on it. You can win the game with just Magic Missile, it's true. So yeah, I do not want to use Magic Missile just yet. I think we'll go with Life Drain. Well, hold on. 75% resist in the dark. Probably not Life Drain, actually. It's going to take 5 turns to kill one of these guys. But which is easier? Probably Magic Missile, because you can't control the pets. The pets have their own little AI pathing. So save Wolf, save Magic Missile. I might be alright using Lightning Bolt now. I could probably use Icicle without too much trouble. Maybe I'll use Death Bolt here. We got snakes, they're alive, we can make some skeletons. I don't have too much of an attachment to Death Bolts for later. Can Mordred disappear pets? I'm always too anxious to do pets because of that. In the first game, yes. In the second game, no. In this one, Mordred cannot shuffle summons away. In the first game, a Wolfer run could just die in its tracks because it would just... Whoops, they all got shuffled away. But in this one, all your things are safe now. Man. Let's do Death Bolts. This calls for a spreadsheet. Honestly, like, people that like playing with spreadsheets would have an advantage on a challenge like this. Just letting these guys wail on me because I want to make some skeletons. Alright. I'm a little concerned about my skeletons, actually. And this guy coming right at me. Boop. Alright, 2 casts left, that's bad. I'm getting 2 mana potions here. I'll just use a mana potion. Go get him, team. Just gonna hope that we have enough skeletons by the end that they can, you know, do the work. Skeletons? You're doing a terrible job here, dudes. I'm already out again? Come on. I guess I can take a second spell. But what won't I be sad to see go? Moonglaive, maybe? Yeah. I'd be okay losing Moonglaive. Although I do enjoy the steel shaping experience, pairing with other metal stuff, but... It's really just a matter of, like, what am I afraid to lose access to later? Just have to think a little bit for each choice. Sorry, mine skeletons. Well, there they go. Gone forever. Reroll? Cursed Cat, Mine, Maggot, Firebomber. Easy floor. But claws, I don't really want claws. Don't want a spell. Gotta have an Arcane Boom build ready. Don't need to worry about that for a while. But we can have a floor that is just Magic Missile, Ricochet, Arcane Explosion, all kinds of good stuff. Probably start up here and make our way over there. 5 spell points, huh? Do I want to just take like a 5th level spell? Like, maybe we just get Slime Form out of the way now. 2 casts of it, though? Would it be enough? No, we wouldn't have an upgrade to it. Not that the upgrade's any good. God. My boy, Slime Form. Ruined. Yeah, they would get obliterated. Or would they? I don't know. Night Hag. Probably don't want a 5th level spell. Wheel of Deaths for a little bit later. Do a Restless Dead build in a little while. Stormburst, Stampede Form. We could probably get away with Stampede Form for a floor. 3 casts. 1 cast should be good for these 2 spawners. I don't know if 3 casts is enough, actually. This is where I'm going to struggle the most, is like, I'm used to having a lot of spells. Siege Golem, Searing Seal, Parasite Curse, Purify. I know we want to do Drain Pulse with Fellomancy, Restless Dead. It's going to require 12 spell points to have the bare minimum version of that. Maybe a Carnival of Pain floor. Silver Spear we could do such good work with, don't want to waste that now. Could just huck down a bunch of Lightning Spires. And at 3, I can get another spell if I need to mop up. Good. Come at me, scrubs. Well, that's a problem I didn't consider. How am I gonna get around? This is a solid hallway here. He's stunned, he's stunned. I guess the bombs will eventually blow it up and I can round the corner. Yep. 50, 38, there we go. I got the 1 cast left, I gotta make sure I make it around the corner. There we go. Just the one. One spell only needed to happen. 7 spell points. Exotic pets. Wrathlinks are nice. They work with Holy, they work at Lightning. There's a lot of ways to redeal both of those things. But I think we could reroll here. Blizzard, Beast, Spark Imp, Kobolds, Teleport of the Ruby Heart. I do want to get more teleporters because we're gonna have situations where we just don't have translocation magic. There's only so many functional translocation spells for movement. We got Soul Swap, which will really only work with friendly undeads unless we take Force Transfer. Aether Swap, Blink, Underworld Passage, and Teleport. We're gonna have four floors out of 21 where we get to move around. If we wanted to do... So Blink costs 3. And then Thunderstrike is 2 with its upgrade 3, so 5. I think I need 11 to do the Blink builds, but that's only the spells. It's gonna take a little while before we have all the spell points we need for the truly exciting stuff. Spore Beast, you know, I'll go for this one. Yeah, I know I have to walk through the portal, calm down. Nice wide open floor. Could do Magic Missile with Ricochet on this floor. I feel like Wizard Replica will happen on a later floor for sure. Ooh, we could do a Summon Wizard build for a floor. Ion Tentacles can happen. Had a Horde of Half-Men, Hate Bolts, Dreams of the Star Wall. Almost everything on the last page is its own, like, fun build. Worm Eggs, if I can maybe hold on to a couple of my cantrips. Spike Ball Factory. Twilight Gaze is gonna happen sooner or later, but... Ooh, Arc Lightning. We only have 7 spell points. Let's knock ourselves down to like 4 and 3. Flame Burst, huh? Might take a Flame Burst and something that costs 3. What the? Chain Lightning. I think the hard part's gonna be, there are a lot of good spells, but they don't have a lot of casts to them. That's why I kind of want to find just a memory. A memory wand. Oh, it's Scourge. 9 casts. Melt is 15. I feel like Melt's not a bad one. Chains to adjacent enemies. Alright, for 2, I'll grab Melt. That gives me 15 casts and 22 fire damage. And I might take the Chain upgrade. So 2 casts to take out a spawner. One cast should be good for a Blizzard Beast. Alright, let's go. What? Mathed wrong? God damn it. Alright, let's take that mass Melts. Chains. That's what I like to see. Stand next to each other. Ooh, it actually has a cascade range to it. Oh, I hate you. Wait 1 turn. Sometimes it looks like it's like chaining and other times it doesn't. And we're gonna be out. Am I gonna want to use another spell or just drink a potion? You know what? Toxic spores. Help me out. Just poison everybody. In retrospect, I'm still gonna have to drink a potion, aren't I? Now, if I play my cards right, I won't. Right now. Turn around and start attacking that. You guys are poisoned for 11 more turns. No, I'm gonna have to. Like, I gotta get rid of them. I have 10 points left. A potion's going to have. Alright, you two lead the charge. I am poisoned for 3 turns. Oh no, never mind. I can't reach the heart in time. No. No, not like this. My own team did this to me. You bastards! Should have been paying more attention. Alright. I'm gonna use... I feel like Poison Sting will be useful on another floor, but floor 1 is the place to use Drain Life. I want to stand in the fart clouds, though. Alright. Amnesiac. We'll just forget everything every floor. We just get to make bespoke levels for every floor. Let's waste life drain now. I knew another one was gonna come out. Life drains off the table forever. Dark Staff, Ember Maker. Ember Maker's not a bad one for a few floors. In fact, those are the kind of ones that are gonna be evergreen. Like Spriggan Maker as well would be just... Of course it's gonna be good on every floor. Take Ember Maker for now, that'll help. Take Poison Sting. Ow! Oh, I got 8 more casts. Four more, so you're dead. 1 more cast. Let me just help. Excellent. One spell per floor so far. It's gonna change though. Give it a reroll. Chaos Bell. Robe of Crystals, Time Striders. Seems like a fine enough floor for me. What are we gonna do on this floor? I feel like Lightning Bolts is a fine spell to just use for a floor. 18 lightning damage. Not this floor, though. Icicle is another one. We'll need another spell, though. Be nice to hold on to Icicle for later, just so we could do, like, maybe Worm Eggs, but I don't know. Violent Warp, Disperse, Magic Missile with Ricochet. That'll be a fun one. I guess I could grab Eye Spells as support for a couple of floors. Like maybe a 3-cost and an Eye Spell. Blaze Rip. Arcane Orb. Cast your magic missile spell. 4 casts. What's the floor I'm going to look like? Not wide open. If we're wide open, I'd say let's grab an orb. But it is not. What about Hungry Mob? Six casts. Conjuration. What kind of stuff do we want to look at for Conjuration? Ice Phoenix. How many casts we get? 3. Flock of Eagles. Probably save those for a little bit later. You know, again, Lightning Spire is a pretty nice one. The only problem is these little bastards. Don't want to do it with them. Unless it does like 20 damage? Lightning 8 damage. Nope, don't want to use you. There's so much planning for every floor. My god. You know what? Bone Spear. Costs 5 HP to cast. Well, I don't have that much HP, do I? Boiling Blood. Annihilate with Cascade. Cascade range 3. Fire first, then lightning. For 5, I could take that and have 10 casts of it. It's enough to kill any one of these and jump. So as long as we have clumps, we'll get good value. Let's do it. If I need to drink a potion, I got 2 potions. Annihilate with Cascade. Get them, Fireflies. Yeah, mess them up. Let everybody get nice and close to me. Yeah, clump up. Man, more than enough casts. Go, Fireflies. Just do the level. Didn't even need the 4. Easy. Easy. And now that spell's gone forever. R.I.P. 7 spell points. Robe of Agony. Robe of Storms. Soul Mail. So Agony is... Is it lightning and holy or fire and... It's lightning and dark. Do, 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 do. Soul Mail. Evil fairies are so annoying. Let's just reroll. Conjured stuff. Chalice of the Warp. Purple Curse Doll. Silken Links. I do love Silken Links. Nice and wide open level. Also a nice wide open level. What was I planning on doing with a wide open level again? What's going on, Toggy? Live and drink.
Hello.
How you doing? Shrapnel Blast we could do on a floor. I do want to get a Lightning Spire floor out of the way soon. Is this the Lightning Spire floor? You know, they're all kind of close together. This actually would be a fine Lightning Spire floor. Let's grab Lightning Spire. Still have 4 spell points. Maybe grab an eye spell to complement. I guess we don't have to choose just yet. Alright, they all have to come to me. There are no other spawners. I don't need another eye spell. The fireflies will do most of the work, honestly. I'll just hide behind my wall of towers and fireflies. The only problem will be when a human gets away every once in a while. Wasn't a problem. You're in a quantum state of good or bad? Well, it's better than being bad. So we know now, from the wild magic experiments, that the Codex of Sacrifice is a trap. We would get word spells, maybe, but they'll just take them away afterwards. The only thing I would like to experiment with is, like, if we take a spell and it takes the spell away, are we refunded its value of spell points? Like, could we exceed the natural limit that way? That might be worth experimenting with. 2 bags of spikes. I mean, that could just be a floor on its own. What we got? Zombies, evil fairies. I might give this a reroll though. Double bag of spikes is just such a nice grab for this kind of challenge. Whenever you need kind of a little oomph, a bunch of spike balls is a good oomph. Not a great floor for eye spells. Getting there, though. Spike Ball Factory. Be nice to do this at 14 spell points, so we can do Copper Spike Ball Factory. Nightly Oath is a little bit later on. Arc Lighting, we want a wide open floor. Slime Form. I have enough for Void Slimes. I just don't see Slime Form as doing the work we need it to do. Wave of Dread. I guess I could just do a Silver Spear floor here. Holy damage to Dark and Arcane units. Arcane. You're undead though, which is a bummer. So you won't actually receive that holy damage. But I could take the Copper Shafts. Yeah, let's consider that. Holy metal. The ideal form of Silver Spear is Copper Shafts, Silver Spear, that's 6 spell points, and Razor Shaping. 6. So I need 12. So maybe next floor we do that. Pyrostatic Pulse only costs 2. The Cascades. Lightning damage arcs to 2 for enemies in line of sight. Secondary beams triggered from the target to 2 random enemies in line of sight of the target. Not a great floor for that. You know, maybe I will reroll. Be nice to have a few more options. Multicolored Rage Rod. Yeah, a bag of spikes. And it's a nice wide open floor. And we have Fleshbound dudes. Oh, I could also do Moonglaive. Well, let's see. 6, 7, 8. 8 spell points for the forking. 16 fire, 16 lightning. So I can kill you in one shot, you in one shot. We are going to make flies, but we make our flies too. They're going to make flies, we make flies too. We talk good. Yeah, let's blaze rip this floor. And by blaze rip, I mean Pyrostatic Pulse this floor. Okay. Two random enemies in line of sight of the target. And then we want to start near spawners. Ideally satyr spawners, because they're more annoying. Please don't arc to the bag. Woo! Need all these fleshbound guys to be dead. Alright, I watched it arc through me that time. Let's just take a step up. Alright, everyone that was fleshbound's dead. Two more casts. I feel like we have enough flies at this point that things are gonna come together for me. My flies beat their flies. Hey, buddy. And there we go. Out of casts, but a substantive army of flies. They'll do the work. Go get him, team. Nine, 10, 11, and 12. So now I could do a nice razor shaping holy spear floor. Staff of Heaven's Vengeance. Hopefully this is a wide open floor, otherwise I might... Oh, it's perfect. It's a perfect floor. Normal mine maggots, electric green mushrooms are bummers, but tolerable. Of course they are going to be immune to lightning damage, which is annoying, but we'll get them. 3 of them are down here. I think I might want to start a little further away from them. Alright, razor shaping for 6. Silver spear for 3. Copper shaft for 3. Really banking on my flies helping out. $16 casts. Oh, we're already done with this floor. Let's be serious. This was actually, like, probably a waste, given how strong it is. I feel bad using that already. That's gonna come back to haunt me, I think. 15 spell points. Raiment of Eyes. We don't have any pets, so that's not gonna be helpful at all. Purifier. Plague of Undeath. It's a dark spell, right? Plague of Undeath has 2. What if I try? Like, just one test. We pick up a freebie spell that we don't care about. It'll get locked out. The ad I just got for Instacart was meant to inform people that ketchup doesn't go bad outside the fridge, I think? I've seen that one. I'm not much of a ketchup fan, but I know there are other folks that I live with that are into ketchup, and they keep it in the fridge, and I kind of want to be like, hey, haven't you seen that fucking commercial? Get your garbage out of the fridge. This would be a very annoying floor, though. No, not that bad, really. What we got? Troll-blooded everything. The slimes are going to split at a very aggressive rate. That's the only problem here. Reroll. Oh, a sorcery staff. That is kind of worth thinking about. We can consider it for a moment. Honestly, the summons are very helpful. And a ketchup? Must be into catsup then. Mustard. Mustard and mayonnaise are the righteous condiments. Ketchup's fine, it's just not my favorite. Sorcery skills get 50% damage, 2 range, 1 radius, 1 additional number of targets. We are gonna be like not reliably always doing sorcery, but it's common. Like to the point if we look at this, we sort by, we have 4 pages. Oh, we lose 2 whole pages if we look at just sorcery? Alexa! Alexa! Stop! What the hell's it yelling about? Hope it wasn't trying to order a bunch of mayonnaise. Mayonnaise is objectively the best condiment. Agreed. Especially Kewpie, like Japanese mayonnaise. My god, that stuff's good. Alright, there's a decent number of non-sorceries. So yeah, I don't think we want a sorcery wand. Gone rogue! What's going on, Super Hobbit? Now, Super Hobbit, I couldn't help but notice that you may own a certain video game called Secret Agent Wizard Boy. We might have to do a little multiplayer in Secret Agent Wizard Boy at some point. I like a mix of mayo and ketchup with garlic powder. Mix until consistently pink. And then serve. What's the talking hat again? It's enchantments. You're on your way to like secret sauce there. You're absolutely on to something. Yeah. Your enchantment spills. Yeah. Oh my god. Just want to like... Oh no, I'm awake. Enchantment spells gain quick cast. The first one is super fast. Not something we want. By process elimination, I think I just want ruby hearts. Alright, this is a floor where we don't want to do lightning things, because we have plenty of completely immune to lightning friends. And one dude that's completely immune to fire. Oh, 2 things that are completely immune to fire and dark. Weak to holy, weak to holy. So like holy wouldn't be the worst thing to do here. Maybe ice phoenixes, they're gonna be doing ice damage, but that's fine. We have 15 spell points. Supports up to 4 people? Nice. I picked that up after I played the demo. There was no way I wasn't going to grab that. Demo was so good. At 15 spell points, I can do this. We can grab Reincarnation on you. So if I do Reincarnation, that's 8. Needs to be enough that I have 7 spell points left over. We can get like another unit to support it. I knew I had to play it after watching that demo, right? Maybe blue lines too? A floor of Ice Phoenix and blue line. It's floor 6. My god. 7. There's gonna be 14 more floors. Will I be okay not having Ice Phoenixes and blue lines for 14 more floors? Probably. Let's start with Ice Phoenixes. Give them reincarnations. I ate those demos. We could also opt for something like Archconjurer just so we can get more casts on Ice Phoenix. It's Ice, Holy, and Conjuration. So Archconjurer gets us 2 additional casts of it. If we did Ice Lord, one more cast. And the other option was Holy, which I think is also one more. No, two more. Minion Health. No, Archconjure would be the way to go. We would be able to make 5 Ice Phoenixes. Which really is going to be 10 Ice Phoenixes. They would do more damage, they would have more range. Problem is whether or not we would need anything else to keep us alive. I don't think we would. Like, we have a bag of spikes if we absolutely need it. But I want to save Archconjure, I think. Because again, the wolves. Get 'em, Ice Phoenixes. Alright, no, none of my Phoenix died where I was. They already got reincarnations. I have 7 more spell points. I think we're gonna be okay with just the 3 Ice Phoenixes. Because once one dies, it's gonna go off in a glorious explosion, killing everything around it. And then it reincarnates on the other side of the map, and we inadvertently have a pincer attack going. There goes the wizard. Oh yeah. I feel bad for the ice field. I didn't want to get up there, but the fireflies are in the way. Okay. 18 spell points. Realm 7. We're getting up to the point where, like, we have enough spell points so we can do some of the more interesting run builds. Let's think about Thunder Blink. That's a fun build. So we would need 3, 4, 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. 22 for, like, not the best version, but a good enough version. 22. So not quite there yet. Honestly, if we wanted to be really good about it, we would also get 28. So either 22 or 28. That'll be when we do Thunder Blink. Electric Kobolds, Twilight Seers. Completely split down the middle except for the top. What an annoying level layout. We would have to go from the bottom left all the way to the top middle, all the way down to the bottom right. Suboptimal. Oh, wait. We have a cut in the middle. The spawner. Sorry, not the spawner. The rifts tricked me. Let's re-roll. I think we could do better than that. Crown of Ragnarok. Now that is a hat. This is a horrible level. Sweet Bippy. Everything's immortal. With 2 reincarnations. Well, I hate that. That really sucks. Which means they all have 75% resistance to Dark and Holy. This dude's resistant to fire and poison as well. Like, I want that hat, but do I want to deal with that level? The other option is we do the test we've been talking about. Burning kobolds. Oh, God. We want to take out the spawners, like, immediately. What would be the best build for dealing with a whole bunch of immortal garbage? I need the opposite of press a button to only look at the thing. I want a button to remove things. It's like, show me everything but holy. If it has holy in it, I don't want to look at it. Ion tentacles are arcane and lightning. No upgrade. I would have to waste a lot of good skills to make that work right now. You know, Spike Ball Factory I could do, maybe. Yeah, just use advanced time until they're dead. Put them in a hyper time advanced box. I think maybe Spike Ball Factory. Star Wall? There's not a lot of good space for that guy to maneuver. He's a 3x3. We got a lot of 1x1 hallways. But I have the same problem with, like, trying to do a Spike Ball Factory. I only got, like, one spot to initially begin my builds. But a whole bunch of spike balls would be nice. Actually, we can clear out down here first. This would be a nice spot for him. Maybe this is where we do our magic missile builds. Blaze rip spike ball, then make room for spike ball. Yeah. We could also, like, disperse. No one has healing, right? Whatever damage we do will be persistent damage. If I wanted to, it would be 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Leaves me 7 more. At that point, we could do Furnace of Sorcery, right? I would need another 6 for Arcane Eyeball. It's really just 5 more. But all the same. We're getting close to some of my favorite things, so we could just start whipping them out to finish floors real fast. But I'm not opposed to Blaze Rip and making room for a Spike Ball Factory. Alright, Conjuration. Drop the Sorcery. Spike Ball Factory. 14 to get the copper Spike Balls. And I have 4 left over. Do-do-do-do-do. That's just enough for Blaze Rip. The only other thing to be concerned about is we'll have 1 cast of Spike Ball Factory. But that should be enough. How many teleports do I have? 3? 55 health. God, they're kind of healthy. By Master of Memories. I won't have enough if I want copper spike balls. The copper spike balls are nice just to get a little extra damage in there. What else we got here? Gain a projectile attack with 10 range that deals 5 physical damage. Surround the initially summoned gates with another layer of gates. The other option is Manufactory, just so we have a lot of them. Yeah, might want to save the spike balls. Like, it's not a great level for spike balls, but it's good enough. Like, they have to get through little narrow hallways, but the enemies have to do as well. This place sucks. Hmm. Those are holy arcane rifts. Immortal orc spawner, immortal displacer beast spawner, immortal displacer beast. Thankfully, they are not immortal flame rifts. Otherwise, it would be really annoying. If it, these are still gonna suck. They're gonna make immortal fire bombers. All right, we just gotta settle on something. How much fire resistance? Minus ice resist. Okay, I think I got a build for me. How many spell points do I need for it, though? I would need lightning form with fire form. So 4, 5, 6, 7. And then Fan of Flames, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. With points to spare. I think I might just do teleport and blow myself up with Frostfire. The ice damage will take care of those guys. Everyone else will be taking a good amount of damage. I might need to up my damage a little bit with a skill. How much did I say it was going to cost? God damn it. I'm so tired today. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Oh, 5 points left over. Those 5 points could be just another spell to help us out. Yeah, let's do it. Fan of Flames. Upgrade Fan of Flames to be Fan of Frostfire. So now we're doing 18 damage, fire and ice. We grab Lightning Form. We take Fire Form. And that's the build. This is pure chaos. I think the No. You're confused. I would never be muted by mistake. It looks like a lot of things are dying, but they're all just dumb bombs. What's going on, Milk? Yeah, it was definitely everyone else's fault. You guys hit your mute me button. I didn't mute myself. Alright. I'm glad I used my my bag of spikes. Am I hitting everyone up here? Pretty much. The spawners are all taken out. It's just a war of attrition now. Between the fireflies, the spike balls, and me, everything's fine. These turns take so long. Whoops! I may have aggressively waited for my channeling a little bit too much. Alright. Gotta make sure we don't... I gotta speed up the... This is too slow. Much better. Let's make sure we don't accidentally end our lightning form again. Two more turns. One more turn. Don't run, my children. Get into that box down there. Like, you're gonna have to leave in there, right? Come on. 5 more turns. This is why I tend to avoid floors with the immortal modifier being very prevalent. Because, boy howdy, this sucks. Just takes a long time. Seven more. 6. 5, 4. 3. Alright, 4 more casts. Everything's very far away from me, though. Dude. Pretty sure it's just my summons taking care of my problem for me at this point. Go get him, team. Oh, no, 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 no. The flame rifts. They can't be hurt by my summons. I gotta take care of those guys. Alright. Go take out this guy. Hopefully they don't have that many more reincarnations. God damn it, he did have a reincarnation. 2 more times, 1 more time. I hate you guys. Well, if I'm gonna have to drink a mana potion. God damn it, no, he moved over here. Just the worst. Head toward where there's 2 of them. God damn it. Please don't blink away. Just watching them blink to the other sides of the walls is so disheartening. Whoops. Got a little bit too eager. 5. Stay right there. Don't move. Don't move now. God damn it. All right. Just one more. Please stop making immortal bombs. Be reasonable, man. We're free. We're free now. It's over. It's over. Good lord. Crown of Ragnarok. 21 spell points. Realm 8. Dragon Staff. Wing Shoes. Wing Shoes are pretty good. Nice wide open floor. Doot, 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 doot. Now, a bat dragon is a good opportunity for a couple of things I like doing. Completely resistant to dark damage and poison damage, but weak to fire and holy. I don't know if this is the floor for it, but sooner or later I'm going to want to do Drain Pulse with Fellomancy. That's 8 spell points. And then Restless Dead with Friendly, which will be 4, 5, 6. Leaves me with 7 more spell points. I'm being careful with skills, because if we buy a skill, that's it. It's gone forever after that floor. So a lot of them are like, probably want to wait until we're a little bit further in. But yeah, we've already used one skill. I can't remember. Oh yeah, Razor Shaping. Razor Shaping's gone forever now. We've already had our Razor Shaping fun. But like, skills are very impactful. And once we use them, they're gone. So like, Ice Tap, we have a plan for Ice Tap. We'll have a floor probably for Soul Harvest. And then a couple of, like, there's only going to be so many ways to improve our damage with the skills, the Lord skills. So I'm just trying to figure out, like, what floors what floors will be very important? If we do a Wolfer floor, we're going to want to hold on to, like, a lot of the nature stuff. My problem with this floor is the greater vampires. And I was coming here just for the winged shoes, but I don't really need them. I just like them. Maybe I'll re-roll. See if we can find a better floor for my let the cats do the work run. This isn't too bad for that. Yeah, let's do it. Dark. Do Drain Pulse. And then grab Restless Dead. Fellomancy. And Restless Minions. Leaves me with 7 spell points. This might be the Soul Harvest floor, actually. This is just the right amount. And this is really all I need to make that work. The only option other than this that might be nice would be saving Soul Harvest for like a Wheel of Death with Golden Skulls later on. But gotta make choices. Oh, heck. What's going on, Just Tip? Oh yeah, they're liches. I can't hurt them anymore. Either way, we're just here to make cats now. The cats will handle the rest. I forgot to cast Restless Dead, though, so... Man. Didn't even need the Restless Dead part. But in my sleepy state, I forgot about half of the builds. But it's already over. We've already won. And sooner or later, I will get another cast of Drain Pulse. Or will I? Come on, surely something will die. What's going on, Martin? There it is. Get a little closer. I could feel in my gut the value of all these little flies turning the skeletons now. Yes. Much better. For, like, just these two worm balls down here. Still one of my favorite builds right here. Just so stupid. And now we're not allowed to do it again. It's gone forever. I will say, this is a good challenge run. Any of the challenges that make you change how you think about how you play are good challenge runs. And this one in particular is an interesting one. 24 spell points. So once we're at 26 or 28, I can't remember which one, we'll do Thunder Blink. Unlimited Thunder Blinkery. Is that a floor of all liches? Yeah, no thank you. Yeah, you can completely tailor your build for each level, to a degree, because, like, I'm gonna hard counter this floor of all electric stuff, and then, like, 4 floors later, okay, well, I'm out of the tools for that. There's only 2 spells in the game that let you, like, reliably bypass enemy resistance types, so, like, those, you get 2 floors where you get to, like, okay, let's remove Dark and Holy resistance. We're only going to be able to use Twilight Gaze once. And the other option, of course, is we'll have 1 floor where we get to take advantage of Essence Flux. So it's scary. Yeah, you gotta tailor a build, but keep it minimal. I've been trying to do it like 1 spell, 2 spells per floor. Of course, you had to be fire imps. If these weren't fire imps, this would be the floor. I'm like, all right, and this is where we're gonna do
Hello there.
Flame Burst with the Spreading Flames upgrade and just do the floor in 1 cast. But alas, the little shits. I wonder though, hold on. If we take an upgrade for Flame Burst, you know, they're all weak to Holy. Maybe I will do Flame Burst here and just take the Holy upgrade for it. Be able to burn through this pretty quick. Six casts with Bright Flame. It's only 9 spell points. We have plenty of room to take some other stuff. Well, I don't think we'll need other stuff. Like 1 cast right here everything dies. And then we just have to move up. Probably start near the skulls, though. 320 fucking 4? Are you kidding me? That is so much health. Even at double damage, we're only doing 80. It's gonna take a few casts to kill these guys. But my hat will go off as a free cast on turn 7. And I'm kind of curious, will it retain the upgrade after it takes my spells away? Will the Crown of Ragnarok Flame Burst always be holy from that point forward? I think I want to find out. Flame Burst. Bright Flame. Holy damage instead of fire. And then the other question is, at 15 spell points left, do we perhaps want to take a skill? We go into Arcane, Master of Space, Range, Radius. It's only for one radius, though. I think we'll be better off saving that for a potential Rain of Fire floor. Yeah, there's a lot of things where radius could be nice that would be a bit wasted here. We're doing holy damage, so let's put Arcane away. It's a fire spell, so look at fire. Again, Fire Lord probably a little bit better served later on. Getting a little extra damage out there. Avoid Flame Lantern. Maybe, maybe. Oh, a chastisement. Stunning when we do holy damage. That one I might be willing to say I'll do here. Right? Like, how much holy damage are we doing? Later on. We'll have Golden Skulls probably at some point. Yeah, maybe I will hold off. Like, this is 15 spell points I might not need to worry about right now. With the exception of maybe... Well, I want an Echomancer later on? Probably. Master of Memories, 1 additional charge. I might just drink one of my... I only have 1 mana potion, never mind. We'll take another spell if we have to. Just want all the skulls dead. Alright, Fireflies could take care of the rest. Alright, Fireflies. Pretty sure you know what to do. Take them down. Just 2 spawners, just 1 spawner, just no spawners. And we are victorious. Alright, I think I'm gonna do Thunder Blink for the next floor. Assuming it's a decent enough floor for it. I'll just make sure we don't have a floor of, like, everyone's immune to holy damage. Holy and lightning. That'd be the bad one. Not thunder. Lightning. Because we need to look at... Thunder. I didn't take it, did I? Thunderstrike. Oh, thank God. My brain. Say a Heaven Strike. Also deals holy damage. Yeah. I think we'll just blink around on this floor. There's some lightning resist, but not too much. There's holy weakness. This should be a fine one for it. Just spawn in anywhere and put the build together. Alright, so blink. Thunder blink. Thunder strike. Heaven strike. Storm brood tricksters. Silk shifter. Glitter dance. And echomancer. All right, punks. Let's go. It looked like it still did holy right there, right? Blink, Thunderstrike, Thunderstrike, Earthquake, Flame Burst, Storm Burst, Word of Chaos. Earthquake, Earthquake, Earthquake. Nope, fire damage from Flame Burst, alas. It looked like the color was right, but it's doing normal fire damage here. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping maybe the equipment would retain the memory of what the original spell was. Unlimited teleport works. My only fear is I'm wasting, like, really nice builds that may have been better a little bit later on. What is this, a strip club? Yes. I don't think anyone else has really realized what this game is except for you, Martin, but yes, we are actually in a wizard strip club. That's the entire game. It's mostly subtext, but if you're picking up on the subtext, you know. 32 spell points, realm 11. We have 10 more builds? No, we're going on to 12. 9 more builds we need to worry about. This feels like a really nice chain lightning kind of level, huh? Soul Swap, Devour Mind, Bone Spear, Evoke Savagery. Yeah, it's a Mordred dating sim. I'm just really bad at it. You're right. So nine more builds. One floor can be unlimited ice wall works. Ice tap with wizard armies, obviously gonna be a floor. Barely recognized you, not on fire. Man, the new automatons are really fun. I like them a lot. And tomorrow the new Warbond drops. The Helldiving 2 people, we're eating good. We're eating good.
Very good.
Alright, so Rain of Fire is a build, Summon Wizards a build, Horde of Half Men, Dream of the Star Wall. Would like to do a Spike Ball Factory. Arc Lightning would be a fun one. Flesh Fiends with Lumbriogenesis. What's going on, Skeleton? They set you on fire by sneezing in your vague direction. So after playing my feelings on the new Flame Brigade units in Helldivers 2. The one that has like shrapnel, it's like flaming shrapnel they fire your way. That one might be a little overtuned because he can knock you down from across the map. Like, he will ragdoll the hell out of you. And then it seems like there's a Devastator that has a superheated laser beam. And that will set you on fire without the laser beam hitting you. But overall, I'm super into it. Like, I like having variants. It's a good way to introduce a variety into the game without needing to, like, tax the devs too much. Because really, like, they didn't have to model anything new. It's a skin job for the most part, with some minor model alterations. So, like, it's quick to develop. It adds a lot of variety. It was same thing with the Terminids. Like, we had the Gloom faction of the Terminid aliens. And that's fun. Hyper-aggressive, a little bit of acid going on, good stuff. The Strider Convoy is my favorite thing they added to the games recently. The Rider of Courage, the Cowardly Dog passed? That's sad. Yeah, that was a great show. I really like Courage. But yeah, I really like the Strider Convoy. It's a mission type that is timed, but not in like a dumb way. Because it's literally like, they're going from point A to point B. Point B's off the map. So, like, you have a period of time that you can get in there. Sky's the limit. What would you pitch as a fourth faction? Alright. So we got angry Terminator-style robots. We've got our horrible alien bugs. And then we have our good friends, the Illuminates, who are like classic 1950s style aliens with psychic power. So like the Protoss with a good 1950s flair to them. Those are our three factions. A fourth faction would be fun. I feel like there's a few directions you can go. One direction would be like a rogue element of the Helldivers themselves, like fighting humans who have similar equipment. Dildo-wielding Yetis. But that might be a little bit too on the nose. Yeah, something a little bit more Eldritch would be fun. That was going to be my next pitch, is like, if you're thinking about horrible things you run into space, you get robots, you get bugs, of course, but like, you want the tentacle nonsense. Something that's like a cross between all three. Traitors to Democracy, like, that's the one that jumps into mind immediately. Mutated humans. The only reason why I won't push that one too much is technically the robot faction that we're fighting in Helldivers 2, in Helldivers 1, they were half human, half robots, and these are the descendants of the cyborgs. So we used to already be fighting like people, and with the Illuminate, like, we're fighting mutated humans on the Illuminate faction. The voteless are like zombie humans. But some like Cthulhu fun would be fun. Alien apologists. Just finished dinner? What'd you have for dinner? Borrow from Warhammer 40k, they have just about everything. If I was gonna steal from Warhammer, I'd go with the, like, pseudo-Egyptian, like, archaeologist faction. I don't know enough about Warhammer to talk cogently about it, but the one that has the guy that's like, I froze this whole battle in time, and I keep it in my museum. The Necrons, yeah, I would go with the Necrons. Because I feel like the Gene Stealers, we already have like a buggy-looking faction with the Terminids. Alright, what floor am I doing? Jesus. I think I was going to re-roll here. Ruby Hearts. The Get Off My Lawn faction. Mass calcification. How many points do we need for? Wall of ice with endless ice is 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, actually, if it's a wide open floor, maybe this could be Star Wall's time to shine. Star Wall could work here, even with... Actually, 100% resistant ice is not exactly ideal. So maybe not. The galaxy's greatest troll. Okay. I think Star Wall can handle this floor. And this would answer the question of whether or not, if I take something here, would we get to keep the spell points they represent? Yeah, like the Zerg were taken from the Tyranids. I want a faction of smart enemies. In theory, two of the factions are already supposed to be smart, but I know what you mean. A reptilian faction. Dragons, T-Rexes, Raptors, Triceratops. I'd be into, like, lizard people. I feel like there's a lot of fun, like, the well of satire when it comes to, like, how the Helldivers news would portray a reptilian faction would be pretty fun. Rumors that opposing political factions on Super Earth are secretly reptoids grow today. A senator from Super Michigan has been arrested on suspicion of being a reptoid. I'm gonna save Wall of Ice build for a little bit later on when we need it. I feel like Star Wall can tear this place apart without trouble. Yeah, their vision's movement based. Let's see. Question is, do I want to, like, risk any of these spells? I feel like Floating Eye, like, we're not going to use Floating Eye. Like, we might want it at some point, but like Stormburst has a potential home. Mass calcification definitely has a future. Blood Shifts we would probably end up using, but no guarantee. So I think maybe I'll take a Floating Eye just to see if we keep the spell points it represents. Floating Eye is level 3. Will I get 3 free spell points out of this? That's the question. Because it's definitely going to take the spell away. Dream of the Star Wall. This might be where we need to borrow a cast by taking, like, Memory Master. Then it turns out people liked it. So Dream of the Star Wall. Alright. You and the Star Wall heal for the damage dealt. The whale's aura applies freeze for 2 turns. Probably just take some Star Swimmers. I mean, I could also turn this into an eye floor. Lots of people stole from Dune. I have 19 spell points left. There's no reason not to take, like, Fire, Ice, and Lightning. And Rage. Why not? I got the eyes. Guess I could open with the Star Wall and buy the other things as I need them. Yeah, that's kind of what I was afraid of. Alright. Go, my child. Why are you just sitting there? Petrified. God damn it, cockatrices. Don't do this to me. Thank you. Good spell. I knew that hat would come in handy. Go get him, big guy. Why are you calling it Star Wall? You're right, it is Star Whale. One more turn. Alright, I got my Star Swimmers left over. We just have eyes now, so let's take some eye spells. Why not? See, here's a skill I could take and not have any problems if we never get it back. That's fine. I have lightning. Eye mage. And do we have anything that costs 2? Fiery onlooker. Frosty onlooker. Take the fiery. Yeah, the fiery onlooker. Do 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 do. Come on, eyeballs, do better. I might need to potion up just to get through this one. I think I need my Star Wall back. These guys are surprisingly resilient. Could have sworn my Uber driver snorted a bit of coke at the red light one time. do, 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 do. 2 teleporters. I'm gonna get a mana potion on this floor. So despite not having a lot of eyes left, I thought Star Wall would do better. Go get him, boy! Much better. It's because these things have high arcane resists. That's what's bumming me out. Six, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright. No longer channeling. Just make like a firing squad of eyeballs here. There we go. That was the eye level. Shit. Who remembers how many spell points I had? Was it 32 or 35? Because if it was 32, we just got a bonus 3. If it was already 35, we got nothing out of that spell. Who can remember that far back? To the start of the floor. It was 32? Alright, taking spells actually does have a value. There is a reason to take them. Like spells you might not... Ooh, Eye of Fire. We can get a spell back that we've already used via the scrolls. That's also interesting. Well, this place looks like it sucks. Boots of Imminent Doom might be a fun one. It's a hell of a floor. A hell of a run. Gotta rack your brain every floor for like, what am I doing here? Oh, crystal golems are annoying though. If you take a spell from a scroll that you haven't used yet, it is consumed. Well, what we just did is we took a scroll for the eye, we used the eye, It took the eye away, but it looks like we actually got the spell points for the value of the spell. So if you take a spell out of a scroll, you lose it, it's like, it's gone. We have no eye spells except for Rage left. So we took Summon Eyeball as a scroll item. We got the spell points it's worth at the end. So like we could use scrolls to generate extra SP fast. But the other interesting thing is we had Eye of Fire. You can get it back through another scroll. It looks like if we wanted to take Eye of Fire, we could take it back. So we could have Eye of Fire for 2 different floors via a scroll of spells. So that's neat. Those are the 2 things we've learned about the scroll of spells for this run. Completely resistant to lightning. What a bummer. I was thinking about maybe doing arc lightning on this floor. You know what? I got portal keys. Let's pop one. Still looking for good boots. Imminent Doom might be a fun one. For like 1 floor, we could take Seal Fate and take the Genocide upgrade and just try to kill like 1 whole floor in one drop. Alright, what we got? So Imminent Doom boots. Kind of a mazy level with fire stuff, which means I wouldn't want to use Hate Bolts. Spells I don't want, or do I? Again, if we get bonus spell points that way, it means we can start doing stronger builds faster. Oh, no, I already looked at you. I think I'll re-roll. No equipment I'm really excited about outside of Imminent Doom boots. Fleshbound Bone Knights. Problem is I don't want Warlock Liches. Good lord. Good lord! I hate that. Reroll. Okay. Arch Enchanter, Bloodlord, Demonic Cruelty. Demonic Cruelty is 5. Redeal half of all damage dealt to enemy units by demon allies as poison damage. The purchases are going to get longer and longer sometimes. How about over here? Mind Maggot Queen. You know, let me price out something. I'm not sure if I'm doing it on this floor or not. I'll probably save it for a little bit later. We need 17 spell points for Wizard Gang. $24 to add in Word of Ice. $30 spell points to have Ice Tap in there. Alright. We're in range. We could do Wizard Army Gang. Shadow Money Wizard Gang, whatever we want. At any moment. Probably save that for maybe like 17, 18, maybe even like do that on 20 maybe. We'll save a portal key. Or ooh, maybe we save that for Mordred. Save a portal key so we can get the ideal Mordred floor and just make an army of wizards for his fight. Kind of dig that. We'll get every good skill that goes with it. Doo-doo-doo. Somewhere in the 18 or 19, we might do like a good Wolfer floor. Or maybe a little bit earlier. That way we could save... Kind of want to save Hordmancer for Shadow Money Wizard Gang. So where do I want to go? A little annoying there. A little annoying there. Not too bad, but definitely annoying. Burning Green Gorgons. Infernal Bloodbears. Storm trolls. Maybe this is where I do... Maybe I'll make a spike ball army here. Grab some other spell to kind of keep us safe here, like dispersion fields. Anything gets close, it gets teleported away. Yeah, let's see what happens. Spike ball factory. Copper spike balls. Dispersion fields. 3 enemies are teleported away in a 6-tile radius. Make it last longer. Still have 20 spell points. Metallic spells gain charges. Fire spell, sonic shielding. What else do I want to do here? Maybe I add slime form to the experience. Just a very annoying floor. This is like the only hope slime form has is in conjunction with something better. So yeah, maybe I'll do that. And just in case, we'll have enough left over for Armageddon Blade. What would I need? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12? I could spend 8 more points here. Which is exactly right for slime form. Actually, it wouldn't even be 12. Let's be serious. If we were to give them the swords, we would not go with Mega Armageddon. We would go with Mass Armament, so we could chain it up. So step 1, Spike Ball Factory. Step 2, Dispersion Fields. Step 3, Slime Form. Son of a bitch. Womp womp indeed. Now hold on. Metal Lord, do you give me any casts? You do. Alright, I'm taking Metal Lord. There we go. Slime form. Gotta remember, 7 turns, we just obliterate anything nearby. It's extra good when they're on either side, just laughing in the flames like that. Go get him. Alright, things are getting close enough that I'll turn Dispersion Field back on. Dispersion Field is a nice way to keep things off your back. Except for the fact that one dude got stuck in a wall. That's annoying. If there's one area of this game that I think needs a little bit more work, it is There's a lot of different effects that will move enemies around randomly. A lot of them. A lot of them. Many from the player, many not from the player. But the simple fact that an enemy can be trapped forever in a little hole in the wall as a potential soft lock for a run is a little annoying. Because, like, what if you're out of spell points? What if you're out of mana potions? You finish the floor and you have, like, one little jackass stuck in the wall? Furthermore, why are my dudes all just standing around me? There's enemies out there. Go get them. What are you doing? What is this garbage? It's like, nah, Carl, Steve, Ralph, and Seth got it. We'll all stay here. It's like those four? What are they, the Ninja Turtles, and the rest of you don't want to fight? One died. Maybe send a replacement? I ask you, what is going on right now? What the absolute hell is happening? Why are my dudes not going anywhere? I can't spawn any new minions because they refuse. There we go. Someone had to break the trend. They forgot where to go. They needed someone to show them. And again, the rest are just clumping up. What is happening here? What AI nonsense just went wrong? Idle Fiends are the worst offender. Yeah, there's a lot of different effects that could result in just a little dude getting stuck in the wall. I mean, this has to be a bug that all my guys just kind of stand there doing nothing. Like, I hate that I'm gonna have to take a spell that we're gonna lose forever. Like, we have to learn something just to forget it forever so we can get through this part of the game. Like, that's icky. When you're doing challenge runs, you can't really afford this kind of stuff. I think we'll be fine. Like, we're gonna have to take probably Blaze Rip. It's either Blaze Rip or, like, Shrapnel Blast would work, but I feel like Shrapnel Blast might be better served for later. Void Beam would work. We'll do Blaze Rip. Although, I feel like Blaze Rip, there's a lot of potential for other spells that use it. That we could buy it, get an upgrade, and have it, you know, do its thing. Whereas Void Beam, I don't think there's much stuff that uses it, right? Oh, you know what? I'm already using Dispersion. Oh, I've already used all my cast and Dispersion fields. Give him performance anxiety. A certain regent was replaced with way too much caffeine. Well, I'm not going to drink a mana potion just to get another cast of Dispersion fields. I didn't even see that. Yeah, I was using Dispersion field. Yeah, like, we're not going to use Void Beam later, are we? I guess we'll just grab Void Beam. Wait, hold on. How much health is he at? 5? Maybe we do something else. Like an AoE damage. What if we did Nightmare Aura? Life Drain with Blind Casting. I think I've already taken Life Drain. Yes, I have. Life Drain's off the table. Like, are we gonna use Nightmare Aura on the next, what, 6 floors? It'll kill it through the wall. Ooh, Bone Spear. Bone Spear is a good idea. Who cares about Bone Spear? Go get him, team. Alright. Working backwards, we know we're doing Shadow Money Wizard Gang on 21. I might do Wall of Ice for our 20th floor. We could use Wolfer anywhere between now and then. But we got our last few floors kind of like mapped out. Maybe an Arc Lightning floor? Will this be our Arc Lightning floor? Do with a million stupid dumb shields. Problem with Arc Lightning, of course, is one cast. I'll save Arc Lightning and we'll do it in conjunction with Feyhaunt Garden. That'd be fun. So what the hell am I doing on this floor? Maybe this will be an orb floor. We can just throw all the orbs with orb control. $25 spell points to have every orb spell without upgrades. I'll save an all orbs floor for a little bit later out. Carnal Pain. Without Crackle Darkener, Carnal Pain is not quite as exciting. Ion Tentacles is nice. What about Gates of Helheim? Just enter a level and flood it. Clay Old Witch. Clay Ghosts. Gates of Helheim. Shortened to 4 to 5 turns. Fey Elves. Artists. Obviously you want artists. So 16 spell points to have a bunch of these friends all over the place. Yeah, sure, let's do it here. We're saving Word of Ice. Berserk all enemies. Might want to save like Word of Madness and Word of Chaos for a little bit later on. But it'd be really nice for like getting our army up and running. Maybe I'll take Word of Chaos here. Still have 28. Alright. Artists. Word of Chaos. Slain units are reanimated as Chaos Spirits. I will do Echoing. Gives me more time. 15 more spell points. We're doing Lightning. Shock value? Storm Calling? I feel like these all are kind of, I want to save them for a few more floors. We're getting close. Like 15 is where we start using the really good skills. I'll do Life Spark. We have a high level lightning spell. We'll have a lot of Life Spark Lantern working for us. 25 turns of bugs around us. Is this kind of Prince of Ruin level? This might be a Prince of Ruin level as well, but I think I want to save that as well for when we're doing, like... We'll do Fey Haunt Garden with Arc Lightning. Take a couple of the lightning skills with it, including Prince of Ruin. Yeah. And I will just start way up here. I still have 11 spell points for emergency spells. 1, 2, Word of Chaos. 3, 4. I knew some of the ones that spawned near me were gonna die. I'm a little sad at how many were near me. Oh, my upgrade for Word of Chaos went off on my hat as well. That's fun. And then enemies are no longer stunned. Whoops, you're stunned again. Plenty of time for our army to come flooding out of their gates. And I have 90 more turns of Life Spark Lantern here. Go get him, team. I have so many dumb bugs working for me. Brie, that is a couple of weeks over the best before for less than half price. That is when it's best. Now I'm filling myself with stinky cheese. Sounds like a good time, Cthulhu. I gotta say, like, a new developer, he added these new challenge runs, and this and Wild Magic, they're like the best challenges I would recommend for people that are like, I want to learn the game more. Like, Wild Magic gives you a bunch of stuff with upgrades you might not normally have ever taken. Gives you an opportunity to kind of work outside your comfort zone and learn things. And this one is constantly asking you to, like, rebuild your wizards, and you don't have access to anything you used before. Very nice. The Flawless Challenge is brutal. Not great for learning, but still a nice one to have. He also fixed infinite damage loops, though, the bastard. Wait, when did that happen? Our run on Monday had a couple of nice loops. So as of Monday, it was working. We were doing fire damage is redealt as holy, and we had the hat for holy damage is redealt as fire. So anyone that had like a negative resistance... yesterday? There was an update yesterday? Hold on, Alt-Tab. I gotta look at Steam here. 17th. So on Monday it got updated. Memory Walk resets your other spell counts. Dream Form. Ah, you could have soft-locked yourself on liches. Okay. As long as I can still make, like, dumb, like, loops of damage. Because we were, like, watching on Monday. Like, I would just have 1 point of damage going around on one dude until they died because they had a negative resistance to one of the damage types. Because the hat's like, they'll take half the damage every round. I'm like, if they have a negative, it actually keeps on. It went like 1 damage to 2 damage to 1 damage to 2 damage to 1 damage to 2 damage. Is great. Favorite enemies to fight. Well, this looks hellish. Wow, that sucks. Don't want to go here. All right. 47 spell points. What are we gonna do? We have 6 more floors. Do, do, do. Is it rain of fire time? Ooh, worm eggs actually might be fun. Fire eggs, cast your fireball on a cooldown. 1 damage, 3 radius aura of their elemental type. For every 6 allied dragons that die, gain a charge of worm eggs. I love magic eggs. Yeah, worm eggs would be my dragon floor. I also want to do a magic missile floor. We might... Maybe it's magic missile floor time. Do like Furnace of Sorcery, disperse with violent warp. A mana potion? That sounds pretty nice. Any arcane resistances here? Yeah, I might do a magic missile floor here. We definitely have all the things we need for that. Alright, magic missile. Ricochet. Disperse. Violent warp. Furnace of Sorcery. Hounds, cast your magic missile. Maybe a Void Drake with Dragon Mage? Yeah, sure, why not? $15 more spell points. Trying to think of when I'll need, like, sorcery skills. This might be the time for disintegration. So last floor is going to be Shadow Wizard Money Gang. Probably going to do Wall of Ice on 20. We're going to do Orbs maybe on 19 or 18. I feel like I could use Disintegrator here without any trouble. I should try to get a pet soon. That way I could do, like, Enchanter's Boon and some of the fun stuff with Ion Tentacles. 5th edition has made cantrips scalable. Marvelous. They took the homebrew formula from 3.5 finally. Like, I've always been a 2.5/2 man myself, like Advanced Dungeons & Dragons 2nd edition. But I've probably played more 5th edition at this point just because it's the popular version, it's what people run. And I have not too many complaints with 5. But I play with folks that if a rule in the book is not fun, we just don't care about that rule. You ignore that rule. That's how I've always played tabletop role-playing games. Like, that rule doesn't seem like fun. Well, fuck that rule. Don't use that rule. Alas, I used my extra casts through Metal Dude already. And we're saving Conjuration. Oh yeah, Wolfer. I'll do Wolfer next floor. Yeah, wait right out the goddamn window. Who wants to play with that? No one. I'm sorry, Furnace. Choo. Send the dogs out so they can make yet more dogs. More dragons. I gotta remember, I blow up. I really shouldn't have the Ragnarok crown, man. I gotta get rid of it. But I also don't like 5th edition. Yeah, you can dislike any edition. For me, 1st edition's the worst edition. Experience being tied to the amount of valuables you're leaving a dungeon with has always been kind of weak. Burning Wheel is your game. Gold equals experience is the best. I've had fun with it in versions of systems that like borrowed heavily from Dungeons & Dragons 1st edition. I can't remember the name of the system. I don't know if True Axiom Tom is here or not. But the one where we were like Tomb Raiders going into giant crystals, we were using like the money as experience system there. Which is fun. Like if you build the campaign around OSC, thank you 421. Building the campaign around that kind of thing, where like your job is to crack into a place of valuables and get as much out as possible, that's great. But like a normal game of Dungeons & Dragons, normal, but the idea of like being a questing hero, going off and doing a bunch of different things, at that point, money is experience doesn't work for me as much. I gotta get rid of this stupid shield over here. It's a whole genre. But being a Crystal Cracker was a very fun campaign. I really enjoyed that one. Alright, I'm pretty sure, like, it has been won. It's just a matter of time. I'm trying to watch the AI of my companions closely after that weird floor where my spike balls just didn't do anything. It really feels like I have a lot more milling going on. Like, units on my side are just kind of milling about. Busy ass work. Sometimes you need to do some ass work. With normal meaning people that show up. No, normal game of Dungeons & Dragons is people not showing up. Crunchy and oversimplified at the same time. Do 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 do. Gonna be running out of spells soon, but I have 1,000 angry dogs working for me at this point. So not really much of a problem. I'm out of here. Gonna let my dogs handle the rest. Ah, heck, I'm going the other way. But our Dungeons & Dragons game has been a modified version of Curse of Strahd. It's been a lot of fun. Very much been enjoying that. So when my teammates who are all like, yes, I am strong, it's like, alright, throw me up in the air so I can shoot something in that window, and they all fail their strength checks. Really let me down, everybody. I'm a gnome, come on, you can throw me. It's like watching a bunch of red sand settle into the bottom right corner of the map. A very cinematic moment was missed. I had to use rope trick instead to climb up there. Alright, maybe a floor of Wolfer now? Use a whole bunch of her conjuration stuff. And again, I might want to get a pet. This is probably not the floor for me getting a pet, though. Good lord. Yeah, what a waste of a Wolfer floor that would be. But I would like a pet. And 325 health. Another portal key, maybe? Portal key with an Aether Dagger. Aether Daggers are probably a good idea to have more of. Toying with starting up an Ars Magica campaign. Tell me about Ars Magica. I need somebody to run a Don't Rest Your Head campaign. I've wanted to play that for 1,000 years. That might be an alright floor for me. That's a very you game, yes. Don't Rest Your Head I actually, like, bought the source book for years and years and years ago. So I just have it. But I've never actually played it. It's just a very fun setting. For those that don't know, Don't Rest Your Head's a game about, like, insomniacs being pulled into the world beyond the waking mind. Someone's supposed to run a paranoia game, or yeah, paranoia entered the real world and really slowed me down a little bit. But I do want to get that up and running again soon. 13th hour with the wax heads, yeah. Yee. Cyberpunk Red Book, very well made system, nice. Alright, I think it'll be a combination Wolfer floor, or maybe I'll go like Flesh Fiends. Apparently, just recently, a Paranoia board game was made, and I don't know if it's good or not. I think it's called, like, Paranoia, the Uncooperative Board Game. If anyone has any information about whether or not it is, like, good or not, I'd be very curious to know. Let me see if I was getting that name right. You picked it up and read the rules. Oh, for the Paranoia Uncooperative Board Game? Doot. This is probably an okay floor for just hurling a whole pile of different types of conjurations at a bunch of enemies for. And 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. The goal is to get to the highest security rank. The cycle is to do tasks while trying to survive security issues. Yeah, another portal key's nice. Conjuration. So Horde of Halfmen's nice. But Flesh Fiend's also a lot of fun. Let's grab Flesh Fiends. And Lumbriogenesis. Upgrade both of these. So Wormlord. And then Ghost Wormballs, Iron Wormballs, or Toxic Wormballs. Do Toxic Wormballs. Grab Devour Flesh. Instead of killing it, just as much SP if you're missing. Also heal allies in a 2-tile radius. Slain living units are raised as burning skeletons. And we'll get a Devour Flesh. Orkborg. Best contribution to this series is the idea of loyalty tokens. If someone sees you doing something shifty, they get one of your loyalty tokens, not an opportunity to open fire. Ah. If you have no loyalty tokens, you're a traitor and are free game. But if you have the most loyalty tokens, you're first in line for promotion. Loitering is not a troubleshooter level offense. The bots will take care of you. Okay, 27 points left. We got, like, already some nice things that are probably good enough for the whole floor. Memory Walk is nice now. Let's take Dream Walk. Well, the real question is, do we want 14, 15 spell points spent on burning half-men right now? Costs 99 health to cast a horde of half-men. Or do we just go with a nice wolf army support backup here? Five spell points, leaving with 13. One shot of oil per bulb, mixed in a food processor. Nice, garlic oil is just good stuff. Conjuration, nature conjuration. Living allies, that much toad blood. Grab you. Minion health, minion damage. Sure. Natureland. Do I want to add a bunch of poison? Do we have any poison resist I need to worry about on the floor? Guess I could still go for like a wolf floor, and this could just be the Flesh Fiend Lumbriogenesis floor. Right, I'm gonna blow up in a few turns. Gotta remember that. Chaos Bell. Dreamwalk. Do a Flesh Fiend. It's turn 6, so I blow up now. Do, 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 do. Nine turns. Alright, here I go. Flesh Fiend. Flesh Fiend. Flesh Fiend. Alright, that's my dream walks. Death in space. Flesh Fiend. And what did I take? I haven't decided yet. I have 7 spell points left. I think I will take Just controlled appetite. Heal me as much as I need. Thanks for the health, bud. Ghostly Bark Lord, where you come from? And then devour your flesh. And then devour someone else's flesh here. And then one more. Thanks for the top off. Like, I'm pretty sure my army here will be good enough. Half your HP, round it up, and summon a worm ball. Oh, I'm out of devour flesh. Whoops. Am I okay at this point? $160 health. Could start making my way toward somewhat safer harbors. Yeah, I think we got it. I would not want to be that Bark Lord right now. That is completely surrounded by giant, fleshy, naked bear men. Completely immune to physical damage. Unfortunately, you do physical damage. You're not immune to poison. Physical damage. God damn it. Is there just the one of him? There's two of them. Ah, shit, there's a third. Like, my fireflies will help. But I got a lot of physical damage going on. Can't do physical damage, can't do dark damage. Very weak to fire. So the fireflies are helping out. Like, the fireflies might be enough to handle this. There's no more spawners. Take double holy damage, huh? Got Death Touch around? I mean, they're completely resistant to dark, so... We could add fire damage, that would be the way. They are weak to the fire pirate. We could also grab holy fire. Like, I have no strong plans for holy fire. Holy fire deals additional lightning damage to the center tile. Just to help wrap up the floor. Because no one wants to wait around for 6 years for a bunch of flies to try and eat a giant Bark Lord. Alright, he's at 40. At this point, I think we'll let the flies start where... Oh no, he heals. $16, alright. The flies are winning. Alright, 2 Bark Lords dead, 1 Bark Lord remains. I gotta say, I like Flesh Fiend with the Lumbriogenesis upgrade. They do good work. They make a lot of schnot balls. Wait, Where'd the Bark Lord go? God damn it. It's down here now. Stop blinking! So I think next floor, Arc Lightning, maybe? Arc Lightning floor? Ooh, maybe a Sonic Shielding floor. Sonic Shielding's a lot of fun. Then again, this is like a pretty clear-cut, awesome Arc Lightning floor, isn't it? Except for Shrew, the electric Shrew here. Doo-doo, doo-doo, doo-doo. Okay. Maybe I'll start building for Arc Lightning, and then the next floor I'll have Sonic Shielding as a freebie. I can enter the floor with it, and we'll get bonus spell points at the end there. That's actually a pretty nice setup. Yeah, we'll do Sonic Shielding after this floor. This one I think I will go for an Arc Lightning experience. In which case I'll huddle up in the corner up here. Arc Lightning. Multi-flash, of course. Get Thunder Lord. Shock value. Not Crackle Void. Holy Thunder. Prince of Ruin? Or maybe I'll save that for... Like, this is a pretty good one for it. Or is it? If we're a little bit more crowded, maybe. I think I'll save that for Rain of Fire. 2 KS, alright? What else? Lightning Frenzy? No. Crackle Void, Necrostatics, Prince of Ruin, Lightning Warp. Lightning Warp's not the worst. Do I want Multimancy? Spells and skills gain number of targets. 50% boost. Probably a good idea for Arc Lightning. And this is a sorcery, so I'm going to want to get multicast. With copies. Do I want Arch Sorcerer? So this is 17. We have 18, 19, 20, and 21. Shadow Wizard Money Gang. We don't need Arch Sorcerer. Infinite Wall of Ice. Don't need Arch Sorcerer. Orbs, just every orb. Don't need our sorcerer. There's really just like one more floor we have yet to figure out. Oh yeah, we know what it's gonna be. It's gonna be Rain of Fire, probably, for one floor. Or Dragon Eggs. I could see Dragon Eggs and Rain of Fire benefiting from Arch Sorcerer, so maybe I'll hold off on Arch Sorcerer. It's 7 damage, which is nice, but like multicast and Arc Lightning should do the work. Is there another spell we might want to help augment this one? Mystic Memory. Oh. I kind of remembered something I wanted to do, but yeah, it doesn't matter. if we don't do it. I could still do it. I could take Feyhaunt Garden. Exactly enough. Alright, Feyhaunt Garden. Multicast. And Arc Lightning. Made a lot of butterflies. That's a good amount of butterflies. My one fear, if I target this guy and a lightning bolt tries to hit the ghosts, it might get me. Alright, now I'm good. And then Arc Lightning again. There you go. Guess I'll keep Feyhaunt Garden going, because they make their own lightning damage. Man, Arc Lightning's great. Oh, shit. God damn it. If I had a death dice, that would be quite nice right about now. Well, poopies. 293 health. 75% resistant to dark. Completely immune to lightning damage. He was the one problem here. We have multicast, so we want like a sorcery of some kind. Maybe Chaos Barrage on him with multicast? It's a cone, so it's just gonna randomly miss him, I imagine. If the target is under 50%, also dark. Ice Ball might be nice. 8 casts. And he's weak to ice. We're gonna be just freezing each other. Let me get a couple of spell points for myself, just in case we want different sorcery. You know what? 12 cast. He's 75%. He's gonna take 50 a pop. No, wait. Does 200. Yeah. You will take 50. Wheel of Death would do it. And, like, we basically have our floors planned out from here on out. We're not doing a Wheel of Death one. Why not just Wheel of Death? Use it over and over again until he's dead. It's also a sorcery. Let me just double check. No shields. No chance of getting shields. He can annoyingly, like, stop me from doing stuff for a few turns when I damage him, but whatever. Wheel of Death. Multicast. Got him. Multicast made the dream possible. So we'll take Sonic Shielding for free. So the idea now is, what's the best build we could do for a Sonic Shielding floor? Conjuration. We're gonna want like shielded minions. I guess it could be Wolfer. This could be the Wolfer experience. We can make a lot of dogs really fast. Give them shields. Or we go with Flock of Eagles. We're already getting 3 eagles per cast. We can give them shields, but shielded minions should be good enough. So maybe like army of eagles, just make a lot of eagles quickly. I feel like the dogs are a little bit better because they can go quick. Well, the eagles have a leap attack too. Yeah, maybe we do the flock of eagles. Ah, I love Mothman so much. Lightning, Arcane, and Dark. Weak to Holy. Not there. I mean, honestly, a flag would be pretty sweet. Golden flag? I'll probably just do a conjured flag. That'll work for everything I want extra copies of. I have one teleporter left. Are you a sleep touch gun dude? You are. I'm gonna take the conjured flag. Alright. Let's see here. First off, I want Void Lord. And then Master of Space for more radius. Or do I? We have Sonic Shielding. 5 radius. I think I'll save the radius for Rain of Fire. Are we doing Rain of Fire? Bagel sandwiches or breakfast burrito? Bagel sandwiches. Or English muffin. My preferred sandwich would be probably just a large English muffin, sausage, egg, cheese. But a bagel's good too. I mean, New York breakfast sandwich on a Kaiser roll is the real answer. Like, walk into a deli in New York and get a motherfucking egg sandwich. That's the way. I enjoy a breakfast burrito. I do. But I make those myself, and they're good. I make egg sandwiches myself, they're good. But I've never had, like, a good breakfast burrito that someone else made for me. Whereas I've had incredible breakfast sandwiches. Whenever an enemy takes arcane damage, spread some lightning damage around. That'll be nice here. Bomb ass breakfast burrito. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. I'm gonna save Horde Mancer. Oh, I should have taken Blood Anima earlier. Conjured Aggression, maybe? Alright, so Sonic Shielding. Ally loses shields. Deal 11 physical and 11 arcane damage. Should apply silence for 2 turns to 2 enemies up to 5 tiles away and in line of sight. So damage, we've pumped up. Duration, radius, number of targets. Those we can't really pump up very much. We've already taken Multi-Mancy. Master of Space has another home we're looking for. Fire Arcane spell. I think now we'll pivot to what we're summoning. So Flock of Eagles or Nature Holy Conjuration. Nature. Maybe Scent of Blood here. Nature Lord. Do. This is gonna be a Wolfer / Sonic Shielding floor, I think. Or maybe the wolves are played by a flock of eagles, but you know what I mean. Paralyzing. Hold on, I should really do a little mental arithmetic here. 4, 8. Got 16. That leaves me with 10 left over. Okay. Whenever an alien heals, deal that much poison. Get Hemo Corruption. shit, no. Probably not hemocorruption. Poopies. Phantom Spit. Paralyzing Venom. Flock of Eagles, probably go with the army. We're just looking for number. Oh, God, we gotta make sure we get shielded minions. They would have a lot of shields this way. A number of summons would be nice too. What if we looked at Wolf for a second? 5 points. Yeah, that works. That way we have wolves and eagles. We just want a lot of minions, that way the shields are going off constantly. Doo doo doo. So wolf, we'll take wolf pack. And then flock of eagles. Eagles deal 1 holy damage to anyone dealing damage to them. We'll take shielded eagles. What turn? Just gotta pay attention. We don't want to blow up on all of our eagles and dogs. Turn 7. Use my last teleporter just to get out of dodge. Take out some spawners. Let Sonic Shielding do all the work, everybody. Should really find a new hat. The beloved Kaiserol, which is dry, tough, chewable like gum. Have you had a good Kaiserol? Because it doesn't sound like you've had a good Kaiserol. Kaiserols are supposed to be pillowy and soft, almost moist. There are a lot of bad Kaiserols in the world, let me tell you. The clown's breakfast sandwich, even though the muffin might be 40% recycled tires. I mean, the only good thing, personal opinion incoming, the only thing I like at McDonald's is like an egg McMuffin. A sausage, egg, and cheese McMuffin, I should say. That is the finest thing on offer at a McDonald's, in my opinion. Most of them are rage-inducingly terrible. That's why, like, again, nice New York deli, you're gonna get like a good Kaiser roll in there. Yeah, butter on a Kaiser roll. I feel like in New York, people understand good Kaiser rolls, and when you move out of that range, Kaiser rolls are like garbage. I don't know why. I feel like out here in Massachusetts, the Kaiser rolls I've run into have been largely stale. Like, they come stale. They pre-stalify their Kaiser rolls for you. Alright, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we want to do Wizard Army, we want to do Wall of Ice. I'm losing track. I said like all the floors I wanted to do. Wizard Army from Mordred. Yes? My first time giving a Dream Krungle a shot, I immediately discovered Khan and Kaz's Chupa. Level up and sate the Krungle. That's amazing. That's lucky. That's really good. You didn't have to fight anything. You just like wandered off the screen, found a hard-to-find thing. Level up from the experience of finding a hard-to-find thing, and you sate the Krungle. Those are good. That's really good. A wizard floor here, huh? Is this maybe like orb control floor? Or is this my rain of fire floor? You spawned in the chopper. Aha. This could be a pretty decent rain of fire floor. I do kind of want a pet. Not that it's that necessary. What the fuck? Yeah, maybe not that one. Everything here liches? God, no. So yeah, like a wizard floor with a Winterbringer ain't that bad. Doo-doo, doo-doo. You know, now that I've already used Disperse, I think I will, like, focus on doing Rain of Fire here. But yeah, it's not a very crowded floor. I won't even need Prince of Ruin for this. Maybe I'll re-roll. I feel like I could find a better floor for Prince of Ruin. Wrathlinks, Annihilator Staff, and Onk. Ew! Brother, ew! One physical, one fire, and one lightning damage to creatures before they would be damaged by your sorcery spells. The Annihilator Staff doesn't seem great until you consider, like, how many minions out there have a frustrating number of shields. And that's just 3 pings to bring those shields offline. That's pretty sweet when you look at it that way. God damn. Really not a lot of good floors for Rain of Fire, huh? Guess this one might be an okay Rain of Fire floor. And it's got Anamiki. So that guy's revenge thing is terrifying. Don't want to do like a chain lightning thing or anything like that here. That would be bad. Huh. What if I just did all the orbs here? I could like hide around the corner and use orb control to be like, orbs go this way. Just send them out. Three fire damage to all units in line of sight. Cast your flame burst in expiration. For each 20 damage dealt, summon a flame rift for 10 turns near the orb. Lightning. 3 beams of electricity at random in line of sight. Cast your arc lightning when it dies. That's not bad. Have I already used pyrostatic pulse? Because maybe we'll do that. Orb control, of course. Yeah, I think we'll just send an army of orbs around the corner. Orb summons an Ice Fairy for every 75 damage dealt. Cast your Blizzard on an 8-turn cooldown. Glass Orb. Cast Petrify. Each turn shoots out 16 physical damage glass shards. Recast any self-targeting enchantment spells you've cast. And then Arcane Orb. Cast your Blaze Rip to set your magic missile. Shoots 2 magic missiles. Have fun, Martin. And Arcane Orb gains Orb Walk. Targeting existing Arcane Orb detonates it, casting 12 magic missiles. I'll probably give him Blaze Rip. Alright, it is decided. I'm going to hide around the corner. Right here. And just because I have 3 of the things. Fight amongst yourselves. What's going on, Gasso? Orblord! Arcane Orb. Glass Orb. Ice Orb. Ball Lightning Orb. Searing Orb. Orb Control. Blaze Rip instead of Magic Missile. Orb Shards. Cast Blizzard, Ice Fairy. Frozen enemies and radius additionally take Arcane. Blizzard Orb. Beams of Pyrostatic Pulse. Let me just make sure I haven't used that spell yet. I did use it. I did use it. Damn it. Pyrostatic was on an early floor, I remember now. We took the one where it shoots the extra beams off. Well... What's going on, Brewhark? How are you? Alright, we can't take pyrostatics then. Arc Lightning on death is great. Follow my bliss. Let you know how it pans out. Good, good. Flame Burst. Melt and cast your walls. Let's add some flame riffs, why not? I'm glad you're having a great day. Let's grab Blaze Rip, because we're going to be casting it for free. On kill, someone flies. Inflicts Aether Poison on units it hits. Aether Poison lasts 4 turns, deals 1 arcane damage per turn. They lose Arcane Resist. Aether Poison. So, like, these are all conjuration and different elements. We're doing fire damage, we're doing lightning damage, we're doing physical damage. Chaos Quill. Okie dokie. Arcane Orb. Glass Orb. Ice Orb. Ball Lightning. Searing Orb. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's all my balls. Send them that way. You're completely immune to... Oh, no, I'll kill you if I hit you with arcane damage. Bro's got 2 orbs. Oh, forgot about that part. Now I'm in range of the stupid bastard down here I was trying to not be in range of. Oh, this is gonna be bad. I think this is where blink happens. I've already used blink. Oh no. Aether swap. Swap target. Swap places with a target. They take a little damage. Can't target arcane immune units. I could swap with you and start running for the goddamn hills here. Underworld passage doesn't help me. Can't afford teleport. Hold on. I can't reach anybody? Son of a... Of course, arcane immune. Protect me, orbs. Sadly, the range on it is a little low. But also, thankfully, he has enough targets that he's focusing on that aren't me, that I'm probably okay here. Go that way. Oh, all right. Get him. Orb control. Activate. It's Chaos Bell now that they're all next to me. This is where it's like, Prince of Rule would have been real nice to have right about now. Wait, where was I sending my orbs? I want to make sure they don't die. It's a travel thing. The longer they're traveling, the longer they last. $187 health. I have 5 health potions. I'm not too stressed on health. The eyes are all dead. I guess at this point I can just... Boop. Just trying to get through all these dumb skeletons. Don't destroy my walls. What's wrong with you? Things are getting weird up here. 12 turns, 11 turns, 9 turns, 5 turns. Keep my children alive. Yes, my babies. We're doing great. Like the giant army of obnoxious skeletons is where most of my energy's going, but it'd be nice to also have some orbs going toward the boss over there. There's a whole bunch of dang skeletons. I'm getting blaze ripped by my own things. I'm gonna use a health potion. Because why not? He's just hiding behind his army of little fiends down there. These are long-ass turns. Standing room only for orbs. Come on. Part of me wants to just, like, let the turn end so that... Let the life expectancy of my orbs expire so I get my free arc lightning. Even though I imagine these guys are the worst ones for me, the lightning immune ones. Nope, not the ones. Alright. I'm missing an orb, aren't I? Where's my ice orb? Yeah, I got 4 orbs here. I'm supposed to have 5. There we go. Go get him. Orb control. Go that way. Pretty sure we're gonna be okay. All orbs is a fun is a fun experience. Looking good. Pretty much done with the skeletons up there. Down to 3 orbs, huh? Looks like you need more orbs. Have more orbs, loser. Yeah, mess them up. What is there, like one guy left over there? These are all like immovable units, and all of their bombs are exploding on me. Alright, let's just launch all the orbs toward him. God damn it, orb. Got him. Don't crash on me. Don't do it. Yeah, electric tome? I don't know. A disc. I'll take a disc. 77 spell points. The game had to really, like, think about what was going on. Alright. We're going on to 20, which means pretty sure I know what I'm gonna do. Insanity Queen. Or Insanity Queen. I have 2 portal keys. Doesn't really matter where I go, huh? As long as the level is like a good layout for what we're planning on doing. One portal key here, one portal key after this. Winged shoes. Look at this. Jesus. Horrible. I don't want to go there. It scares me. Eros Lance. When you cast a dark spell, targeting enemies, send out a destructive beam towards the target, destroying walls and dealing dark damage equal to the sum of all SP spent on dark magic. I would love to do a run built around like some of these lances that were added. Bope the Frog. Now this is a level for me. Okie dokie then. We're gonna need Wall of Ice. We're going to need Suspend Mortality. We require Bone Barrage. Summon allies on line of sight. Take physical damage equal to half their health. Don't really need Bone Barrage, do I? We need Mass Calcification is what we need. And that's the 3 spells we need. Let's get the upgrades. Endless Wall of Ice. Mass Immortality, same name. Bone Shards. Good, good. Ice and Conjuration. Enchantment. Guess Arch Enchanter here. Fey Malevolence. Master of Time. Still out of skill points here. Not Horde Mancer. Excuse me. Whole bunch of physical snakes. Yeah, sure, why not? 27 more spell points, good lord. I guess I'll take more spells as I need more spells. Well, hold on. Oh, my lord. I don't need Ice Lord for Don't need Ice Lord for Shadow Money Wizard Gang. It's just kind of a nice thing to have. That'll get me another charge. I'd be better off saving it for Shadow Money. I only need 3 cats, let's be serious. So, Chaos Spell. Suspend mortality. We lost a few. Suspended again. I'm only just now noticing, like, there has to be slimy people in here, huh? Yep, slimy furnace fiends. Little bastards. Didn't mean to do that. And then mass calcification. Good lord. Just crashing the game. Okay. Well, that's pretty nice. Soul Tax. And by Soul Tax, I mean Vampiric Gaze. Fire a bolt from every ally dealing 6 dark damage to a random enemy in line of sight. The big guy's... oh, he does have dark resist. That's the bummer there. Is there a way we can get around that? Also deals poison damage. Of course, so many things come with dark and poison. Poison Spit's already been used, it's gone. Although acid fumes would help us get past that. Let's take acid fumes. I'll take Vampiric Gaze. We'll do Poison Gaze. Alright, let's see. Still has poison resist, still has poison resist. Still has poison. Oh, got one. So he'll be dead soon. You're still good. You're still good. It's the dumb slimes. I imagine they're the ones that are getting the acidification. Let me guess, if I look at like a random slime here. Ugh, there's so many. Yeah, like you're acidified. You know what? I feel like Mass Callus won't crash the computer if I do it in real time. Just clear out some of these slimes. Standing room only, please. Vampiric Gaze. Come on, get acidified, you little bastard. Got one. There he goes. Just need you to be acidified now. How many more times do you guys reincarnate? I'll never run out of army. Like, this is just forever now. Yes, I'll take soul swap, please. Where would I like to go? It looks pretty safe way over here. This is my home now. I'll live here. Just go anywhere I want on the map. Looks like both of you have become acidified, which means see you in hell, sir. As they get beat down as well. Alright. One more vampiric gaze. How are you not taking that much damage? What's going on over there? Show me. Acidified. 725. Show me. He's just very healthy, I see. Because that stupid gain health mechanic slimes have. He barely took damage. What an asshole. Alright, Bone Barrage. Range of 14, I have to get close. Cursed bones. I mean, why not? Easy for me to move around right now. What's the range on Bone Barrage? Pretty good. I have 300 health. Alright, punk. Bone Barrage only did 106 damage. Man, these guys are annoying. Four spell points left. Going back to my hidey hole. Going back to Vampiric Gaze, I guess. Keeps the slimes out of the picture. That's nice. I like slimy as a modifier, but it does exacerbate an already existing problem of, like, there are some enemies that are just, they're so spongy and they have such high resistances that when you get one of those with slimy, where they're healing and they're increasing their max health and they're splitting off to make another copy of themselves, it's a little frustrating. Like, this guy's about to die at the very least. 32 hit points, almost there. Next room is going to be Shadow Money Wizard Gang, who will bring Arcane Combustion for us. Just gonna make a lot of wizards. As long as I don't fall asleep while waiting for these guys to die, Jesus. I'll be able to blow up my team a few more times, that'll help. I want to get ice walls in some of these gaps over here. The timer on the ice walls ran out. All right. And now, hopefully, this takes out the last of the slime boys. Well, hopefully it kills this one and this one gets hurt. It's good lord. This boss is dead. Come on. Oh. It's just a war of attrition now. Hold on then. Surely there's something else I could do. All allied units gain stacking 6 damage bonus to their fire and physical abilities. I think that's what I want. It's a numbers game, and boy is Pope outnumbered. Boiling Blood seems like a nice one to grab here. Side of Blood doesn't help me. Oh, yes. Armageddon Blade with mass armaments. There are spell points on this floor, but I don't know where they are anymore. Mass armament would be very funny. Very funny. But I guess 6 stacking damage for everybody would also help out. And I could afford boiling blood. Duration. It is a stacking effect. And the duration's how many turns? That's how many times we want to cast it in a row. Oh, 19 times. Alright, we just go all 12 then. Make our people do as much damage as possible. Get in there, people. I want to see how much damage you could do. More damage. Like, how much is the guy next to me capable of slapping around now? 45. In theory, there's a firefly down there doing intense amounts of damage. Yeah, he's at 43 damage firebolts. Now the tiniest of my bone shamblers are doing decent damage. The ones that are surviving, at the very least. The game is struggling. I might step this up. The scary X Turbo. I honestly feel like X Turbo's slower than just doing normal. But it just feels that way, because it just pauses. It freezes for a second to do calculations. Alright. Everyone's at max damage. Which is 87. They have 13 stacks of Bloodlust. I'd like to track Slime Boy just to see. 249 health. 208 health. 201. Sometimes he's not getting hit, other times he is. 184. Alright. It is trending in a we win direction. Which is all I really care about. 230, he got more health? It's because that stupid frog's doing the health redistribution system. Stop it. $325? Come on! Stop helping that man. Mass calcification's not a great play here because there's no line of sight between all of the ice guys up here. In 4 turns, when they are new locations, we might mass calc. At least Pope's almost dead. With his dumb damage cap. Alright, we have a little bit more line of sight there. And they resurrect 3 more times. Thinking. You know? This guy's actually in line of sight of a decent number. Let's do it one more time. Oh, I'm out. Never mind. Once Pope's dead, it's just that one man, so maybe we just wait. And he won't be able to distribute health anymore. Just accept death, Pope. Lie down and die, Big Frog Man. How is Pope doing? 1,000 health? 1,009. 985. I have 3 mana potions. I'd rather not use my mana potions. What I could do, though, is an Earthquake Orb, just to create line of sight for more stuff. It's not a fast fight, I'll tell you that much. Alright, Slime Boy. 500 health. Slow and steady, Pope's dying. And my computer is dying right with him. $154. Do 25. 185. 153. 120. Rest in Pentium. 95. 75. 43. There he goes. Piece of candy, huh? Your word hint is, these grow in the ground. Unacceptable. Jesus. He made it back to full goddamn health.
You all remember what to do whenever anyone says the secret word, right? Scream! That's right! Scream real loud!
Let's soul swap. 84 health, whoa. $730. His little, like, wall of slimes is keeping him safe. I didn't want a mana potion. But yeah, let's keep doing some vampiric gazes here. I feel like slimy should be reworked to be more about the slimes, unless already tanking unit regens 100 HP per turn. Yeah, it's a slog. We're just gonna vampiric gaze this man into a hole here. See you in hell. It's over. We made a big eyeball with a red eye. Look at that. It's beautiful. Rift Wizard 2 is not responding. Please don't. Wait for program to respond. Just... I don't want to do the floor again, please. Please. I was just... Oh, thank God. I would have cried. That took so many turns. Alright, what kind of floor does Mordred have for us? Not good enough. Alright. This should work for me. What's going on, MacLeod? No, I said hi earlier, but hi again. Okay. Ice Lord. Ice Tap. Whenever a unit is unfrozen or a frozen unit is killed, 3 enemies in a 6-tile burst take ice damage. Let's worry about that after we're done with other stuff. We're gonna need Summon Wizard. Word of Ice. Shift locations. Conjuration. Playing Monster Train. Why are games so much harder than everyone makes them look? I mean, when you're watching streamers play, we play them a lot. Like, we're playing the same game over and over again. We have a lot of time to, like, kind of get in a groove. That's, like, usually when it's like, oh, they make it look so easy. It's like, yeah, things get easy. Or easier when you have, like, 100+ hours in a thing. What's that quote people always say? It takes X hours to, like, master a thing. Oh, also, live and drink 421. I also want to play some more Monster Train, but I might just wait for Monster Train 2 at this point. 10,000 hours? Well, fuck, we have so much more time to go. Huh. I don't know if this is allergies because like my window's open and that time of year is rolling in, or Jimmy was sick. Maybe I'm catching what Jimmy had. Okay, stay focused here. Wizard Gang. Echoing Ice. You're feeling someone out? Jesus. Someone call the police on MacLeod. So we have Ice Tap, Word of Ice, Summon Wizard. We have the parts we need. Let's just make it as good as possible. Master Memory so we can cast them more than once. Horde Mancer. Scale feather egregore, why not? I don't have any equipment that people would cop. Oh, I do kind of actually, don't I? But not enough. Like, it's really not worth it. Conjure vitality. Void spikes, why not? Void flame lantern, why not? Prince of Ruin. The wizards will do all kinds of stuff. Word of Ice. Come on, stay wide open. Yes. Word of Ice. When's it get to be my turn again? One day I get to make another turn. Yeah, decent number. Oh my god. So many buffs going on. We gotta put it on at least fast. Who's doing what right now? There we go. What was the holdup there? Man, I gotta say, we really routinely stress Rift Wizard 2 to its very limits. We've done worse with Summon Wizard before. But goddamn, guys, come on. I just want to go into settings and speed the game up. It's still turn 4. Oh, okay. Echo cast Word of Ice is happening still. Let's... Once it echo casts, whoever I'm near that I can cast Summon Wizard on to make more wizards, it's gonna happen. God, Mordred's getting obliterated. Good lord, the poor bastard. There he goes. He died again. He swapped places with me and I exploded. Alright, in 4 turns, the freeze happens. Mordred, more like more dead. 2 turns away from the echo. You are frozen. I don't think I see anyone frozen at the moment. There's only one enemy on the screen right now, I'll have you know. If you're looking at this like, good lord, How many things these things are bad guys? None of them. There's only Mordred. Mordred's the only enemy on the screen at the moment. Alright, buddy. 381 health. This is why enemy wizards are scary. They just did more than my total health in one turn to Mordred. 460 health. End turn. He shuffled the level. That was his one hope. That's why when we started this challenge run, the Amnesiac challenge run, I was like, all right, so the final floor, Shadow Money Wizard Gang. Just locked that in. The poor bastard died. They did more than 480 damage. Where am I? There I am. I gotta say, Amnesiac might be my favorite now. Maybe, I still really like wild magic, but having to rethink your builds every level and locking yourself out of previously used things is really fun. And it was kind of fun, like, taking my favorite, like, these are my favorite builds. We'll save these for, like, the last 3 floors. And I didn't use, like, every one of my favorite builds. There was plenty of things we still could have done. And then, like, doing, like, reduced variations of other builds on other floors. Pivoting for certain types of conditions on a floor. How many wizards were we summoning per? It was 4. I think we had 5 per, so 5 times 35. That's how many wizards we had on screen. I might say I regret taking Ragnarok Crown, but otherwise, very nice. This is gonna be a wacky one, because it's always gonna have no spells, no spells. The list of spells. Oh, we had one for a second there. Because I usually bought them on the floor, only when I bought them beforehand, so most floors are gonna be like, you had nothing. It's like, alright, he's gonna show up with no spells. How'd he beat this floor? My god, he did it with his fists? He punched everyone to death? That's right, I punched everybody. Muscle Wizard. Didn't cast any spells. Ignore all those things. I didn't cast those. Oh yeah. Lumbriogenesis with Flesh Fiend. Multi-Mancy. Arc Lightning. Where's the big eyeball? Is this the big eyeball? Nope. This one. Big eyeball. Look at it. It's glorious. It was all for this. It took forever, but we did it so we can make a giant gooey eyeball. And then, of course, Mordred taken down by 700 million wizards and all of their summons. And that was Amnesiac. I desperately need to go get more water. I was gonna do more than one run of Rift Wizard, but Amnesiac, you have to, like, think about your build every floor. So that was a super long run of Rift Wizard, so We'll switch.